Yo, what's up everybody? It's your girl Cassie, and let's be real, airports, am I right? They're like the Bermuda Triangle of travel. You go in all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready for adventure, and then bam! You're stuck in a purgatory of endless lines, delayed flights, and enough screaming children to make you want to pull your hair out. But it doesn't have to be this way. After years of traveling, like seriously, a lot of traveling, I've picked up a few tricks. And trust me, these aren't your grandma's travel tips, unless your grandma's got like a black belt in airport jiu-jitsu or something. We're talking next-level hacks to turn you from a frazzled flyer into a freaking airport VIP. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, because I'm about to drop some serious knowledge bombs on how to not just survive the airport, but actually, and I mean actually, enjoy the experience. Stick around, it's going to be a wild ride. Alright, first things first, you've conquered the first boss level. Actually getting to the airport, you're feeling good, adrenaline's pumping, you've got your game face on. But wait, hold up. Before you even think about checking those bags, do yourself a favor, a huge favor, and whip out your phone. I'm talking about documenting that parking spot like it's the holy grail of airport survival. Seriously, take a picture, write a detailed note, maybe even draw a little map if you have to. Trust me, after a long trip, the last thing you want is to be wandering around a concrete jungle, desperately trying to remember where you left your car. I've been there, done that, bought the overpriced I lost my car t-shirt. It's not a good look. So be smart, be prepared, take that picture. Your future sleep-deprived self will thank you. All right, parking situation handled. You're a rock star. Now let's talk check-in. This is where things can get a little dicey. You've got the long lines, the stressed-out travelers, the check-in agents who look like they haven't slept since the invention of the boarding pass. It's enough to make you want to fake a medical emergency just to skip the whole process. But here's the thing, a little charm goes a long way. I'm not saying you have to channel your inner Casanova or anything, but a smile, some polite conversation, maybe even a well-placed compliment about their airline PIN can work wonders. Think about it. They deal with grumpy travelers all day long. If you're the one person who actually treats them like a human being, you might just be surprised at how far that gets you. I'm just saying, a little kindness might just score you that coveted aisle seat or even an upgrade. So, you've checked in, you're feeling good, you're practically a travel ninja at this point. But now it's time for another boss level, getting from the airport to your hotel. And let's be real, airport taxis and ride-sharing apps, they can smell desperation like sharks smell blood in the water. But don't panic, my friend, because I've got a hack for that. Instead of jumping into the first taxi you see or letting Uber drain your bank account, check this out. Most airports have free shuttle services to nearby hotels. Yeah, you heard me right, free. Hop on one of those bad boys, enjoy the complimentary ride, and then, once you're safely at the hotel, that's when you unleash your Uber or taxi app. Boom! You've just saved yourself a good chunk of change and you're one step ahead of the airport hustle. All right, we're on a roll here, folks. We've conquered parking, charmed our way through check-in, and outsmarted the taxi game. Now, let's talk about those self-check-in kiosks. You know, those things that everyone seems to avoid like the plague? Well, I'm here to tell you, those kiosks are not the enemy. In fact, they're your new best friends. They're like the express lane to travel nirvana. No more waiting in those soul-crushing lines. No more awkward interactions with grumpy check-in agents. Just walk up to the kiosk, tap, tap, tap your way through the process, and bam! You got your boarding pass, you're feeling like a tech wizard, and you're ready to take on the world. Or at least the airport security line. But we'll get to that later. All right, you've made it past security, you're feeling good, but then bam! You hit the dreaded baggage scale. That little digital readout is like the judge and jury of your carry-on destiny. Don't sweat it, I got you. We're about to hack this system like it's 1999. First up, the oldest trick in the book, but it works, people. Layer up. Remember that puffy jacket you love? The one that makes you look like the Michelin Man? Yeah, that one. Wear it on the plane. Bam! Instant weight loss for your suitcase at least. And hey, while we're talking about looking ridiculous, let's not forget the power of pockets. Cargo pants, those vests fishermen wear. Embrace the dorkiness. Stuff those pockets with anything that'll fit. Chargers, snacks, your kid's Nintendo Switch. Look, I'm not saying you should be smuggling contraband here, but a little strategic pocket placement never hurt anyone. It's all about working smarter, not harder, my friends. And trust me, your biceps will thank me later when you're not lugging around a 20-pound carry-on. Speaking of looking fly, let's talk fanny packs. Yeah, you heard me right. Fanny packs are back, baby. And not just for tourists in Times Square. I'm talking sleek, functional, and surprisingly spacious. Think of it as a wearable cargo pocket. Phone, wallet, keys, passport. Boom, all within arm's reach. Plus, it's way harder for some sticky-fingered thief to make off with your valuables when they're literally strapped to your body. Just saying. And you know what else is a traveler's secret weapon? Those neck pillows. Yeah, the ones that make you look like a giant inflatable donut. But here's the secret. They're not just for sleeping. Those things are basically giant squishy pockets disguised as travel accessories. I'm talking books, snacks, maybe even a spare t-shirt if you're feeling ambitious. Just make sure you don't inflate it until you're safely past the gate agent. You don't want to be person. All right, let's talk checked bags. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Maybe you're traveling with the entire family, or maybe you're just packing for a month-long adventure. Whatever the reason, there are ways to work the system to your advantage. For starters, if your ticket comes with a free checked bag, but you're traveling light, listen up. This is a pro-traveler move right here. Pack your essentials in your carry-on, then check in an empty suitcase. Boom! You've got yourself a free ride for all those souvenirs you're gonna buy. And while we're on the subject of checked bags, let's talk about delays. Because let's face it, delays are as inevitable as that crying baby in row 32. But fear not, my friends, because trip delay insurance is here to save the day. Many credit cards offer this magical perk, so check yours before you fly. Because if your flight gets delayed by more than a certain amount of time, trip delay insurance will reimburse you for all, maybe even a massage to ease the stress of it all. You've landed, you're tired, and all you want is to escape the airport and start your adventure. But first, you've got to brave the wild, wild west of the baggage carousel. It's like a slow-motion rodeo, with everyone circling and waiting for their luggage to appear. Here's the thing. Don't be that person who just stands there glued to the carousel like they're watching the world's most boring movie. Use that time wisely. Hit the restroom, grab a snack, maybe even strike up a conversation with a fellow traveler. And speaking of time, let's talk about how to avoid wasting it. See that little luggage tag they slap on your bag at check-in? Yeah, that one. Take a picture of it before your bag disappears into the abyss of the baggage handling system. Why? 2 words. Lost luggage. If your bag decides to go on its own little vacation, that tag is your golden ticket to reuniting with your belongings. Plus, it's way easier than trying to describe your bag to the lost luggage folks. All right, you've conquered the baggage carousel, but your journey isn't over yet. Next up, customs. Be polite and respectful to customs officials. They're just doing their job. Now let's talk about declarations. Be honest about what you're bringing into the country. Pay attention to duty-free limits. Every country has them. Nobody wants to pay more than they have to. If you're anything like me, you travel with enough gadgets to make a techie drool. But before you pack your entire digital arsenal, do your research. Customs regulations for electronics can be tricky, and the last thing you want is to have your precious gadgets confiscated. Some countries have restrictions on the number of devices you can bring in, especially if they're brand new and in their original packaging. They might think you're planning on selling them, and nobody wants to deal with that kind of hassle. And speaking of hassle, let's talk about batteries. Lithium-ion batteries, the kind that power most of our beloved devices, can be a fire hazard if not handled properly. So airlines and customs officials have gotten pretty strict about them. Make sure your batteries are in your carry-on, not your checked luggage. And if you're carrying any loose batteries, store them properly in a battery case, or wrap them individually in plastic to prevent short circuits. Safety first, people. All right, you've made it through the airport gauntlet. Make your suitcase stand out like a flamingo in a flock of pigeons. Go for something bold and bright. Use zip ties for extra security. Consider an AirTag or tile tracker. Track your bag's every move. Okay, you've landed, you've survived the flight, and now you're at baggage claim, that swirling vortex of anticipation and anxiety. Resist the urge to crowd the carousel like a pack of hungry wolves. Give yourself some space, breathe, and keep an eye out for your uniquely identified bag. See, when you've got a bag that stands out, you can spot it from a mile away. No more squinting at every black suitcase, wondering if it's yours. And if you went the extra mile with the AirTag or tile, you'll know exactly when your bag is approaching. Baggage claim doesn't have to be a stressful experience. With a little preparation and a dash of patience, you can breeze through it like a boss. Now, go forth and reclaim your luggage, my friend. Let's talk about those dreaded layovers. Sometimes they're a blessing, a chance to explore a new city. Other times they're a test of your sanity. But fear not, I'm about to drop some serious airport sleeping wisdom. First things first, you need a plan of attack. Don't just collapse on the first available seat. Check out sleeping in airports. It's a lifesaver. This website is like the TripAdvisor of airport snoozing. People share their experiences, tips, and even photos of the best and worst places to catch some Z's. A neck pillow is a must-have, obviously, but don't underestimate the power of a lightweight blanket and an eye mask. They'll block out the light and noise, creating your own little sanctuary amidst the chaos. And most importantly, choose your sleeping spot wisely. Look for gates that are less crowded, maybe even ones that are closed for the night. Avoid areas with high foot traffic or bright lights. You're not trying to win any popularity contests here, you're trying to sleep. All right, security checkpoints. We've all been there, right? The endless lines, the stern-faced TSA agents, the feeling that you're one wrong move away from getting flagged. But here's the thing. Security doesn't have to be a nightmare. First rule, pay attention. Listen to the officers. They're there to keep everyone safe. Follow instructions, be respectful, and dress for success. Ditch the shoes with a million buckles and the excessive jewelry. Pack smart, dress smart, and navigate security like a pro. Let's talk TSA Precheck, people. If you're a frequent flyer, sign up. It's a game changer. Breeze through security, keep your shoes on, your laptop in your bag. It's like a fast pass to airport freedom. Let's talk about packing. Specifically, let's talk about jackets. Wear it on the plane. It's like having a walking carry-on bag. Pockets everywhere. Now, let's talk apps. Your smartphone is your ultimate travel companion. Download your airline's app and offline Google Maps. All right, people, let's talk flight tracking, because who wants to be that person, frantically refreshing the departures board? Not us. No way, we're too cool for that. Just text your flight number to someone. Like magic, it turns into a link with real-time updates. You'll know if that plane is taxiing or taking off. Think of it as your backup, your safety net, your digital guardian angel in the concrete jungle of the airport. Because let's be real, airports are basically their own little cities, and trying to navigate them without a map is like trying to find a decent bagel in Times Square. Possible, but painful. With offline maps, you can find your gate, locate the nearest coffee shop, crucial, and even pinpoint the most strategic spot to camp out for some pre-flight shut-eye. Because let's be honest, sometimes sleep is more valuable than oxygen in these places. And the best part? Offline maps don't care if the Wi-Fi is down, if your phone battery is at 2%, or if you accidentally left your lucky travel socks at home. They've got your back, no matter what. So there you have it. 2 simple tips to keep you informed, oriented, and one step ahead of the airport chaos. Now go forth and navigate those terminals like a boss. Okay, let's talk about airport lounges. I know, they sound all fancy pants, like something only rich people in suits get to enjoy. But trust me, they're not just for the 1%ers. If you travel even semi-regularly, getting access to an airport lounge can be a total game changer. We're talking comfy chairs, free snacks, and most importantly, reliable Wi-Fi that doesn't make you want to pull your hair out. Plus, some of them have showers. Showers, people. After a long flight, that's practically a religious experience. Now I know what you're thinking. Casey, how the heck do I get into one of these magical places? Well, my friend, there are a few ways. Some lounges offer day passes, but those can be pricey. The real pro tip? Travel credit cards. Yes, those little pieces of plastic can be your golden ticket to lounge life bliss. Many of them come with complimentary lounge access as a perk. Do your research, find a card that fits your needs, and boom, you're living the high life. But even if you're living it up in the lounge, don't get cocky. Always, and I mean always, pack snacks. Because airport food, let's be honest, is a gamble. Sometimes you strike gold with a decent overpriced sandwich. Other times you're stuck with a soggy slice of pizza that tastes like sadness. I'm talking nuts, granola bars, dried fruit, anything that's non-perishable and won't get confiscated by the TSA. Trust me, when that hunger hits mid-flight and the only thing on offer is a bag of mystery meat, you'll be thanking me. Plus, having snacks on hand can be a lifesaver if you get hit with unexpected delays, because nothing makes a delay more unbearable than a rumbling stomach. So there you have it, 2 tips to elevate your airport experience from meh to heck yeah. Remember, a little planning goes a long way. Woo! We covered a lot of ground today, from parking lot photography to the sacred art of the snack pack. But hey, listen up, because this is important. These tips, these little nuggets of wisdom, they're not just random ramblings. They're battle-tested, airport-approved strategies to help you not just survive the terminal, but actually sorta enjoy it. So go forth, my friend, and conquer those airports. Armed with your newfound knowledge, you're unstoppable. And hey, while you're out there conquering the world, one terminal at a time, don't forget about your old pal back here. Hit that subscribe button like it's the last boarding call for a flight to Fiji. And ring that notification bell like your life depends on it, because I've got a whole video coming up on how to survive the actual... Yeah, we're going there. You don't want to miss that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some tacos calling my name. Peace out.